What's up, guys? This is Higgins from Legal Automations, and I'm on a quest to try out every filament in every color. And today we're taking a look at SUNLU's PETG in glow-in-the-dark red. One of the things I like about SUNLU is that they have these reusable spools on occasion, and like you can refill them. Not cardboard, but I get it. Anyway, we always dry our filament for at least 6 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then get a benchy started. So as you know, anytime we work with a new filament, we're always going to print a benchy with the generic settings in Bamboo Studio, and we already got that loaded up. And I'm going to go ahead and get that sliced, and should take a little under an hour or over an hour. But yeah, so we're going to do that and get all the test prints done. All right, so as you can see, the first benchy turned out relatively well under the generic settings. Everything looks all right. Maybe a couple of little strings there, and some maybe a little bit texture issues that we're going to see if we can rectify, as well as the back lettering needs to be a little bit better. Anyway, we printed out a dimensional cube. This is a dimensional cube that helps us to understand if our printer has anything wrong. Everything looks great. As for the temperature tower, 240 looks like to be the best for this one. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. But overall, I'd say usually around 240, which is pretty standard for PETG. Retraction test, everything looks fine. A little bit of stringing. But we're going to see if we can rectify that. Mass volumetric speed test. This one prints well up to around probably 28 millimeters per second cubed. If you want a quick kind of speed test there. Overhangs test looked fine. I mean, anytime you're working with PETG, you're going to want to usually have something around 70 degrees for supports. So we got the settings dialed in, and this is what the benchy with the modified settings looks like. Everything looks fine there. No real major issues. We got that texture set up. So currently, you can pick it up over at Amazon for less than $18. I think it's pretty good. I personally bought this in a 4-pack, which I will show you here in a sec. And I'll have links down below for everything. But the 4-pack for this one's a different 4-pack. It comes with the two white colors that glow in the dark, blue and green, for $50, but it also has the red. The one I got has all these other colors, and that's a little bit more expensive at $52. But you get more variety of colors than just the white PETG. Overall, though, my overall thoughts for the glow-in-the-dark filament is that if you're looking for good glow-in-the-dark filament, just as long as you have a hardened nozzle, because sometimes what makes it glow is a little bit more abrasive. It's pretty good. I'm about to show you the glow-in-the-dark settings, or what it looks like with the glow-in-the-dark. So just bear with me as I kill the lights in my studio. But I did enjoy the particular color. We got the benchy here. As you can see, that's under no light, and I'm going to go ahead and get that blasted with UV, ultraviolet light here with the handy dandy UV flashlight. As you can see, it turns this wonderful orange. I'm on to, here's the other benchy to show you the difference between the red and the glow-in-the-dark orange. So as you can see, it emits its own light, as you can see from my hand. But overall, I'd say pretty good if this is something that you're looking for. Overall, though, this has been really cool to work with. I've never worked with glow-in-the-dark PETG filament before. I highly recommend PETG because they do make a PLA one, but PLA does degrade in ultraviolet light, so it kind of doesn't make much sense to have it where you're glowing in the dark. Overall, though, I'd say go for it if you like this. But for those of you who are new, I'm a relatively small channel, just started out. I'm not taking I don't have sponsorships or anything like that right now. Just basically trying to get back to the community. Anyway, this has been Higgins for Legal Automations, and I hope to see you here next time. Be sure to like and subscribe.